Pull up in them foreigns, ballin' like we Jordan. We ain't going back and forth, you never home. I'm steady.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock. It's Clapitup LA. I'm right here with none other than Cypress Moreno. I'ma call him a super producer.
That's right.
What doesn't he do is the question, not what does he do. What doesn't he do? All right, now he is a DJ, producer, rapper, A&R, all-around artist and owner of his own label, Cvtch.
Yes, sir.
Cypress, how you doing today, bro?
I'm doing great, man. That's a great intro. Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
you for having me. Yeah. Nah, for
Hey,
real.
it's all love, bro. I appreciate you pulling up. It's a blessing to be here with you. Now,
Sorry for being late. I gotta say that again. Sorry for being late.
Oh no,
today,
man, look, it's all good. the best part about it is you kept it business and you kept communication.
Yeah.
That's the best part. That's all we can
Got
ask
you.
for. So, if y'all ain't know, Cypress Moreno played football growing up as a kid. You also played baseball. No. He played baseball. He played soccer. But check this out. He found his purpose at a very young age. Why? Because he felt the power when his parents let him control the music on the way to school. Now, you said you felt a power. What kind of power was that to be in control of the music?
Being in control of how the day started, for real. Like, I mean, yeah, just being in control of what I wanted to hear on the way to school. Yeah,
would you see?
It definitely made an impact on the day.
Yeah, you know I feel that. I feel that.
Might hear my favorite song. I don't want to, wake up and go to school, but I might hear my favorite song on the way to school.
Yeah.
So,
and that's different because a lot of parents won't let you control the radio. Move your hand away from our radio. So, being able to do that, I understand that's a big deal. Just having that leeway. Was it like something that you look forward to doing? Because a lot of we might not have anything to look forward to. We don't feel like going to school, but you can look forward to waking up and playing the radio.
Yeah.
Was that something you would say you
Most
look forward to doing?
I remember going to the 99-cent store, getting them little cheap 99 cents, just FM radios with the little headphones and shit.
Oh, really?
They had like the little batteries that would last like a day and expire. Yeah. The radio really, I grew up on the radio and a Walkman.
Okay, the Walkman. Oh, that's you taking it back to the CD players and all that.
Yeah.
Before iPod.
Before all that, yeah, for sure.
You was the person that would have all the newest music on your stuff, though, huh?
Yeah, LimeWire days, even before the LimeWire days, like I just always had music, whether it was, illegally downloaded or
hey, we all did it.
CDs,
we all did it. Ain't no knock. We all did that.
Yeah.
Now, when would you say at such a young age? We talking about when you the kid Cypress. When would you say that you knew that just being involved with music was something that you loved to do and something that you was passionate about?
When I was younger, I was mostly passionate about the sports.
Okay.
Like football.
Yeah.
Just sports. I was super competitive, and I hated losing.
Okay.
Like it would just make me super angry.
Yeah.
And I was just hella competitive, but the music was just really always around. Now that I reflect back on it, just from my parents, playing music or just parking the car and letting the radio play or whatever CD was in the CD player play. The music just always been around. I think it comes from also having young parents.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My parents
That's
had me
definitely
young,
a big
yeah,
plus,
for
yeah.
sure.
Because they were in style. They knew what was going on.
Yeah. I mean, shit. My name is Cypress, so I was named after Cypress Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he was named after the great Cypress Hill. Okay.
So my dad had a lot of West Coast shit in rotation. My mom had her little disco music, freestyle 80s. When she was cleaning the house and. We always it's just music, you know what I'm saying?
Now, let me not forget, you had your own, brand of dad hats, right?
Back in the day, something like that, yeah.
So what started the whole dad hat situation for you?
The dad hat situation for me, just, someone drew up a logo. I felt like it'll look good on the hat. I went downtown. I learned about, having to digitize a logo and just, it was just...
Just something that you just kind of did.
Something I did. Quick little flip.
Okay. Quick little flip. Just trying to get the bread real quick. Yeah. I feel that. So, okay, now he mentioned playing football already. Cypress had to be a hog playing football. You said you played in Downey Pop Warner.
Yeah, Downey, the Santa Monica Vikings first, and then Downey Razorbacks and shit. When I was in Pop Warner, I played middle linebacker. So.
Oh, you played middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Now he don't look like he played middle linebacker.
Yeah,
He had to be he had to be a little bulky back then.
I just wanted to smack the running back, the fullback, anybody. I was just every play. I was just try to get like a new something on my helmet. Yeah.
No, I feel that because back then it was all about the stick marks.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to have the most stick marks in it. Man, ask DJ, ask Xxii. They played for the demos. They know. You know what I'm saying? JoJo had the stick mark. Now, you played for Loyola. You played DB at Loyola High. And that's a good high school to go to.
Most definitely.
Now, you said you really loved and was very passionate about the game. Now, let me ask you this. Would you say that there was a player that you could compare your style of play to that, was in the NFL? Was there a player that you wanted to be like?
Oh man, shit! Charles Woodson was my favorite football player because I'm a Raider fan.
Okay.
But like I played free and strong safety, and then I also covered like the nickel or nickel package, dime package. So I would cover the slot 1-on-1. So it was a mix between Charles Woodson, maybe Ed Reed too.
Oh, okay. So so you had to be a hitter then. You talking about Ed Reed?
I wasn't going for the pick. I was going for the hit. Yeah.
I used to see he was knocking helmets off. Yeah. Now, what I noticed about athletes is that a lot of us, when we walk away from the game, we tend to compare what we do to playing football or basketball because it's all about the passion that we felt playing that game.
Definitely.
And we're gonna get deeper into that because we're gonna talk about your first headline show at the Mayan when you said it was kind of like my first playoff game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we definitely got to get into that right there. Now, now you ended
shout
up
out Red Bull and
shout out Red Bull.
Put that together.
Yeah,
for sure.
facts. Now you went to the U of A.
Yeah.
And you majored in, I can't even say the word right now. What was that?
Pre-physiology.
Pre-physiology.
I tried to. Like, it sounded good. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like I was going to do
you
something.
went up there and did it though. Okay, so you began to get some experience with the DJing while in college, correct? Because you said you was doing a lot of partying.
Yeah.
So when was that very first time in college that you went on ahead and somebody was like, bro, go do your thing real quick?
All right, so like that school was really dominated by Greek life.
Okay.
Fraternities, sororities. Yeah. So like I was not a part of any of that. I was cool with a couple of the ball players just because I played ball. It was some like Southern Cali dudes that went to go play Arizona basketball and football. Yeah. So like I would be around with them, and then just my group of friends that like the year I went to Arizona, there was a lot of people from LA that went to Arizona. So I was already kind of connected just off of that. But when I started DJing at Arizona, it really was like on some just all these frat dudes and sororities. Like the only way you can get into their parties is if you was affiliated. Like Greek life really kind of dominated the whole nightlife or like the whole scene. But there were like them little like fraternities and them little like I guess organizations that were organizations but not like official organizations of the school. Like politics.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But there was like like I guess a ghetto frat that
a ghetto frat.
A ghetto frat, and I knew somebody inside of the ghetto frat, and then he just like, hey, like fuck it, come and DJ the party, and then.
So how did he know that you were even into that though?
It was a dude. His name was Luke, and he was a year older than me, and we actually went to Loyola together. So he was part of that little organization, and then. And then shit, like I think I'm the one that approached him, like, hey, like, what's up, man? Like, Friday nights at TKE, everybody knew, like it just started becoming a thing. Like they shoot me $40 to come through and
do your thing.
I was like, college student broke. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But see, he said they shot him $40 to go do his thing. Y'all gotta understand this. Cypress Moreno was a big deal, but you gotta start small. Sometimes you gotta do it for free. However, you gotta get in there. You gotta get in there.
That's real shit. It's been a lot of those, man. Club gigs, janky promoters. I done paid my dues for sure.
But see, that's the important part of the game. That's a part of the process for you.
And it's a part of your testimony. It's chestnut checkers. Like that was something like. I wanted to do that too. Like I wanted to show people that I get,
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
Show them a good time.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that because when it's what you love to do, it ain't about the money.
For sure.
The money gonna come.
For sure.
You just gotta stay consistent.
No, that's real shit.
Was there ever a time that you felt that DJing wouldn't work for you?
Nah. I mean, I guess the only adversity that I faced was there was a time where the DJing wasn't, filling up my pockets. You know what I'm saying? It was barely making the food and gas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I mean, but it's all part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
And even in those moments when it's like that, you know what I'm saying, what was the motivation behind continuing to go?
Just always having a vision and always having like the bigger picture in mind. Like I knew that I wasn't only gonna be DJing. The DJing is what opened a lot of the doors. Like it opened, it opened up the producer door. From DJing, I'd have met everybody in the game, from executives to record promoters to A&Rs to other DJs to artists. Like the DJing was it was a really, really big door in to the industry. And that's why I like pride myself on being a DJ and let people know I'm a DJ first. Because I done seen the game from every angle as a promoter. Because like, you know, club promoters would, oh yeah, you want a DJ? Yo, you want a DJ at 11 o'clock? You want a DJ at 12 o'clock? All right, you need to bring me a party bus full of people. Like, it was
the
just,
the grind.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you got to bring something to the table if you want this, that. But the game was fucked up back then. Still kind of fucked up now. That's why I kind of be like just doing my own shit, throwing my own parties and whatnot. But for the most part, like like the DJing was the opening. That's what really started this shit that's going on right now. Yeah.
And see, that's good that you even said that. Just y'all gotta understand, it's not easy, it's not a clean slate. But if you love what you do, you're gonna do it no matter what's going on, and you're gonna fight all the battles necessary. Now, you also went to LA recording school. And there's a big thing you said. You said you learned the fundamentals and music theory.
You got some good motherfucking notes.
Hey, all glory to God, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I need you to explain this part, because you got a DJ out here who wants to DJ, but they don't necessarily understand in depth what they need to know in order to be a successful DJ.
All right, so DJs just have, you know, good ears for music. So I use the DJ approach. Like, still to this day, I'm using a DJ approach from when I'm making beats or making records, because as a DJ, I understand tempo. I understand what moves crowds, understand what tempo make a crowd jump up and down, what, you know, is gonna make the tempo that's gonna make a mosh pit or people to start fighting. You
control the vibe, like, you control that.
So, but yeah, going to recording school, fundamentals, music theory, like, yeah, it just, going to school really just kind of gave me the basic tools I needed. And then, you know, a lot of it's just application after that. Like they taught me, like, you know, how to use the programs, music theory, a little bit about the business. It was a good program. I recommend, like, anybody who is, you know, looking into music production, audio engineering, to like go to school for that shit. Like,
and see, that's some good stuff, because a lot of people don't even know the reason why they go to school, or you know, but for you to go to school and go to school for that specifically.
Yeah, I never missed it. Perfect attendance, and then like, that's the first time I've ever graduated.
So you graduated?
Oh yeah, the recording school. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Clap it up. He graduated, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, look, the recording school thing was getting back from Arizona, and, you know, my parents wanted me to do something. Like, yeah, okay, go to school, go to community college, or, you know, don't stop. So the recording school thing was kind of like, all right, it was damn near like I guess a way around going to school. I was still going to school.
Yeah, but you had to find out what it was that you wanted to go to school for.
But once I actually went to school for something I wanted to do, shit changed. Like everything changed. Like I knew that this was what I was gonna do. Ultimately,
y'all make sure y'all credit Cypress Moreno, because a lot of y'all who see this gonna go to school just because he told y'all he went to school.
Yeah, go to school.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
A lot of y'all gonna do that.
Go to school and stay in school. Finish.
Factory Avenue. Find what you want to do and go to school for it.
For real.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this. You're so well-rounded, okay?
Appreciate that.
But you always bang that I'm a DJ first.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to always make sure that you stay home with that and you don't go away
because
from it?
The DJs still to this day break records. The DJs still to this day is the ones that is controlling the parties. They still on the radio. They still got the voice. They still in the clubs. Like I've done every type of DJ event you could think of, corporate. Corporate, ghetto, ratchet, backyard boogies, warehouse parties,
everything.
You know, looks, everything. But nah, that's who I am, and that's who I pride myself being a DJ.
I feel that.
And then like DJs, shit, man. We got the ear. We know what's hot, and we need our respect out here. Like we really need our respect out here. So salute all the DJs.
Right, because y'all might not see what these DJs got to do, but they putting in hours, they putting in time to make sure that they gonna make sure they rock the club out, they gonna rock your party out. It's up to them. If they don't do good, then you already know it ain't gonna be good. We got to take a moment to shout out our sponsor, Toes Home Cleaning. This would not be possible without Toes Home Cleaning. They clean up event spaces, houses, office spaces, whatever you need. Toes Home Cleaning got you. By the way, since you're on the platform, you get a 25% discount for being on the platform if you ever need anything cleaned up. So y'all make sure y'all find them at Toes Home Cleaning, at Toes Home Cleaning on Instagram, or you can follow her at BelCBro. All you got to do is make sure y'all let them know Clap It Up LA sent you, and they're going to take good care of you.
Clap it up for that.
Yeah, clap it up for that. You did get your 25% discount. Now, in 2016, you were a part of the production for G Perico's Shit Don't Stop. Now this is one of my favorite albums ever. I swear to you.
To this day, that's like one of my proudest moments.
Man, it gotta be,
Sure.
That was your first time really producing, correct?
I had produced some shit before that, but that was like the first time that my name was on something and was on something next to other names as producers. He had who do you have on there? Shit, his home team, Webb, Polyboy. Who he have on there? Like some Resource, I think. Scott Storch, Mike Free. He had some big time producers, and see my name amongst those when I was coming up, that was just more motivation. Like, all right, cool.
And let's be exact here. Stay Dangerous.
That's
and
one of
$1
my
Million Mission.
Them two joints is still
that's my stuff right there.
Appreciate that.
That's what I'm saying. That whole project, I'm telling you, bro, I caught on kind of late on G Perico, but when I finally did, I started from the first one. And that whole project right there, that's one of the few projects I can listen to from front to back.
I'm gonna call that a LA classic.
Yeah,
you
facts.
know what I'm saying? That was ahead of its time.
Yeah,
that was
facts.
a good project start to finish.
Right.
For sure.
Now producing grew onto you. You know what I'm saying? What made you want to become a producer and being a DJ? Because it started on as DJing. Yeah. Producing was something that you started to get into a little bit later.
I mean, it just came from being a DJ was the start of everything. But I was a DJ that was pulling up to studio sessions, you know what I'm saying, watching the process, had a bunch of producer homies fly on the wall, so I was seeing how they created, or, just different processes. It was a lot of producers that I was fortunate enough or really blessed to be in the building with and see how they got down, and that was just a whole lot of game. This is even before I even went to recording school, so I already kind of came into recording school
knowing some stuff,
knowing some shit, and also just on my own. I was on Ableton. One of the homies, shout out DJ One More, he gave me Ableton. And that shit was on my computer.
And we're gonna jump on some more about him too.
Okay, definitely for sure. Yeah.
And so also, how important was it, to you to be at stuff like that, situations where they produce and they being around that when you didn't have to, you chose to be around that stuff. How important was it for you to do that for yourself?
It was very important because I'm a student of the game and I'm still a student of the game. So, I wanted to be there too. I wanted to be in them late night sessions, and and then as a DJ, my job was to break the records too. So I was at a different point then where it's okay, shit, they just made some hot shit. Send me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, facts. I feel that. No, see, that's how you paying attention to it. You know what's coming. Yeah. Now, speaking of DJ One More, your first big DJ gig was with DJ One More in Hollywood, along with the headliner DJ Charisma and Yessie Ortiz. That night, You got drunk and left your mom's laptop
yeah.
up in the club.
Yeah.
Now, what was one of the lessons that you say that you took from that night alone, and how was that experience being in your first big time, really getting out there and DJing?
The biggest lesson was like ever since that day, I ain't never left. Like I may have left like a charger or there's been some confusion. Yeah. Honestly, still to this day, I think somebody took my charger and don't come to LA for real.
Oh man,
I'm gonna just say that. But that day taught me to just pack my bag.
Make sure you got somebody else there with you that's gonna be responsible.
I done traveled the world and got drunk plenty more times and turned shit up and always made sure. After that was my first time.
Yeah, right.
Really
right.
Doing it,
right.
But yeah.
Do you think that you kind of wild out a little bit more than like after you kind of was hip? Like, okay, let me not do it like this now. Let me make sure I'm a little contained and know I'm paying attention. Oh, okay.
Every night is just its own experience for real. Yeah. I guess I really feed off of the energy of the crowd. But that night taught me a lot. It taught me the club politics. It taught me, like set times, because I think there was like four DJs on the bill. So like just different set times and what to play at certain times. Like I came in and I was playing like some hot shit early, and you
just start going up, like
yes, but like you also gotta keep in mind that like really I be doing me every set. You know what I'm saying? But you also want to keep in mind like that there are other DJs after you, and you want to give them some records to play as well.
Oh, wait a minute! So you can just kill the whole scene, and where ain't nothing they can do?
It's nothing they can do, but it's like
save me some space.
It was my first time, so I didn't know. I'm over here like, don't drop that thun.
Yeah. They like this young nigga out here doing everything we supposed to be doing.
But it's just like I was the opener. You know what I'm saying? Like as an opener,
you want to set that tone.
You want to set a tone, but you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a long night ahead, especially in the club. 10 to 2, that's like 4 hours. Yeah.
Them politics. Hey, them politics is everywhere. You got to make sure you just respect them. That's it. You're not bigger than the program, baby.
For sure. Now, but it taught me that. Right. It taught me like, I guess DJ etiquette.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. Now, I had spoke to my boy. I did an interview with DJ Wavy of 1500 or nothing.
Oh yeah, shout out DJ Wavy.
Shout out my boy DJ Wavy. We went to Crenshaw with him.
Okay.
And one thing that he told me was that he doesn't go out with a set playlist. He reads the crowd.
Yeah. So he really does.
Yeah. So is that a part of your game? And how important is it to make sure that you read the crowd and don't go out there with a set playlist and then it don't even match?
All right. So for my first gig, I did have stuff in mind that I wanted to play. Yeah. But my laptop actually crashed, right? And I left it in the DJ booth, got drunk, and that's how I forgot it. Yeah. I had my music on a flash drive, so one more let me use his laptop. Okay. I just put my flash drive in, use my music. Yeah. But yeah, reading crowd is important. Like that, like never go in with. I wouldn't say never going with a prepared set. Like different cities, if I'm in Chicago, I'm gonna play some Chief.
Yeah, you got to. You on top. You got to.
If I'm in Atlanta, I'm gonna give it up to Metro, 2 Chainz, or whoever I fuck with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I wouldn't say have like a set in mind, but just definitely be organized with your music and be prepared.
But you got your go-tos. You got them off top. You already got your go-tos off top. Yeah. And that's really important to have, because you know what's going to rock the club, but you just got to play it at the right moment, like you're saying. For sure. Now, you got the opportunity to be a young California DJ, and you also did interviews yourself. Yeah. You interviewed TC 4800, G Perico, RJ, Draco.
It's a lot
Cosby,
more that I took down.
They probably we ain't even see. But you interviewed a young Bino. Bino looked like he had to be 19 years old or something. I'm like, damn, Bino, you look young. I ain't never seen him look like that. So throughout that process of interviewing people, what was something that you took from everybody? Because everybody got in there and got to share a piece of their story. Yeah. What was something that you took that was really important to make sure that you got across?
I feel like I use that platform and them interviews to like plant these seeds in these relationships. Like looking back, because it's people that like have known me from back then, right? And they've seen me as either an intern or a DJ or I guess an interviewer. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the midst of all that, I was still DJing and I was just starting production. Like at that interview with Bino, I was like just starting producing. I did get a chance to also play him some of my beats. Okay. So it was just like I was just building my brand really during that time. So I'd say like what I really got out of it was just genuine relationships and yeah, like just relationships, game, and just experience. Yeah.
And see, that's another thing that you spoke about, being able to interview them and play your beats. Because like even when I interviewed my boy Desto Dub, he was talking about how, okay, boom, I have my brand, now I got music. Now I got this, now I got that, and it all goes hand in hand, and it adds value to who you are. For sure, you know what I'm saying? Because you're an asset not only for this, but because of that. And exactly. This, now, now throughout all of this stuff, would you say that you have been trying to kind of do multiple things, so to speak? Because okay, I'm interviewing, I'm DJing, I'm making beats. Like, was that always something that you wanted to do, or did you kind of, so to speak, think I just want to do one thing?
It was something I wanted to do, but I always just had, I guess, everything I'm doing right now in mind. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Because that was all part of building my brand and my name. At that time, I had a website, I had a blog that I was just doing myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that really was just, that was just all part of building the brand, building the name, and just content. Content is king.
Understood. Content is king. You got to get your content up. Now, producing, bro, it's a long list. Okay, but if you don't mind me walking through it right quick, so that they can know, we got to drop these names. Now, forgive me if I'm missing. You was an A+ student, huh? You got some good, like. Nah, I wasn't. Nope, I wasn't, bro. I mean, I was B, something like that. But the thing is, because this is what I love to do, I'm going all out with it, bro. Off top. So we gonna go through this line. Appreciate it. We gonna go through this line. G Perico, Kalen for real, 211, AZ Chike, One Take J, Draco, Blue Buzz Clan, Shoreline Mafia, SOB times RBE, Greedo, Sean Mac and Rucci, which was Mac Rucci, Meek Mill, T Grizzly, and you also DJ for a list of these guys as well. So when you come from producing at a small level to noticing that, okay, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, how complete does that make you feel, knowing that I'm consistently growing, knowing that, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about growth. Like, I feel like you can see the growth if you really do your homework and take down some notes. You can see the process. You can see that this doesn't happen overnight, and you can just see that like it takes, it just takes time.
When was a moment that you produced for somebody and you was like, damn, I just did that for him?
Well, like the T Grizzly shit was like
Lions and Eagles,
that was through Jay Shep.
Yeah, I know Jay Shep. Okay. Yeah, I know Jay Shep.
So like,
shout out the Blue.
Yeah, shout out Shep and Out the Blue. Yeah. That was like, I remember he sent me. Meek originally hopped on the record first, and posted on his story.
So you knew it was green. He did that
at the time. I wasn't following Meek Mill on Instagram at the time. Okay. So like he sent me his story and I seen it, and then I was like, he just sent it to me. He didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I had already shot him the beat. But this was like already like a week or two. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming that Meek hopped on that beat like as soon as he got it. Because from the context of what Shep sent me a screenshot. Like, I need the Detroit beats, where they at. I sent him right away. And then like that next week, Meek was already previewing what he had did over the beat. So it's the record actually took like a whole nother year to come out.
The patience.
Yeah, it's always a process with records. You sometimes you just never know. But like we was fortunate enough. Shout out 300 Entertainment. They made it the single. So that moment, that was a good moment.
I was like, ooh, okay.
Especially like Meek, T Grizzly, just that record still goes up. But that was another project similar to the G Perico project, where I saw my name among some big time producers. So like it's just motivating me to keep doing this shit.
That's that moment of confirmation.
Yeah, because on that project, it was Mustard, Hit Boy, Scott Storch, and hell of a couple other producers and myself. So it was like a lot of producers that I look up to and respect, and I felt proud to be there and also produce that single.
That's crazy, you know, seeing your name amongst the greats like that. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine. But one day I'm gonna see that too somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna be with Big Boy somewhere.
Most definitely.
It's coming.
So clap it up,
for real. Hey, you got to make sure that you, how come I can't remember that word? That word, affirmation. It's not affirmation. Anyway, we're going to come back to that. Now, learning professionalism on tour. You said this was one of the biggest things that you had to learn, you know, but being able to travel doing what you love to do. You know, some people kind of feel like they can act a certain way, but it's business, so you have to act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You have to be professional. So why would you say that was kind of one of the most important lessons that you learned?
Because there was times when I wasn't professional.
Okay.
And then that affected either my performance or the artist's performance. And you got to take into consideration that people was paying their hard-earned money to be there. So no matter where you at, what city you in, however many people in the crowd, you got to be professional. You got to bring it. Like, you know, it's unfair to the consumer.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely don't. Yeah, that touring experience was amazing though. Like,
because even I seen the show in New Zealand, bruh. I mean, to see, I never got to see you.
All right, so I had my logo up in the bag and shit. It's people in the crowd that like found me off of just me spinning, because I did put that little setup. Yeah, that was from New Zealand on YouTube.
Yeah, wonderful too, bro. I mean, just for me being able to watch on. I've never seen you in person. But that should be soon to come. But
that I chose that just because I was in New Zealand. It was, you know, they're foreign to it. I played 3 songs. It was I played Vintage Adventures. I played unreleased OGZ and Rucci song, and then
and you know what? I went back to see if that song was up.
I played Roddy Ricch, Ballin'.
I went back to go see if that song was up. It's still not up. Y'all, please drop that song. That song was hard.
I think that's coming out.
Oh man, that song was hard.
Ron Project or something. That's people have been waiting for that song.
Now. The way you get up and do your thing, bro, you be all over the stage. Turn this motherfucker up. Yeah, you know, basically letting them know LA is here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And when I saw that, I'm like, damn, this nigga is good. Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, was there ever a point in time where you were kind of shy
and
kind of like just closed in, not doing all that?
Most definitely. I got my mic presence from being in the strip club. Because in the strip club, you got to have a mic presence. And that's really where I got like my practice too. Got my practice, just, you know, getting girls up and down, you know, you got to get it on the stage, down the stage, rotation, just like, like I said, I've done it all types of clubs, but my mic presence definitely came from being in the strip club, and then like the person that gave me that opportunity, shout out Big John.
Shout out Big John,
and he knew that I had the ability to rock a party. He's like, you playing all that shit, people throwing money, people spending when you play, every time you DJ, the energy up. But you gotta also, well, he paired me up with a good MC too, the homie Price. But it got to a point where it's like, now it's just 2 motherfuckers talking shit on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went from having an MC, it's been a couple MCs, big major over the years where I was rocking the party and I had an MC, but I got to a point where I really don't need an MC. I'm my own MC. I'm my own person, my own personality, and I can also do that.
And that came with the confidence, though.
Yeah, that came over time. That came with, like, you know, shit, not sounding good on the mic.
And see,
you hear it back, you see it back, and you're like,
And see, a lot of people don't really understand that confidence that grows over time is from just going out there and doing it.
For sure.
Sometimes somebody just got to throw you in the fire, but you got to just own up to it and do it.
For sure,
and that's where you gain that confidence at. Because if I was a DJ out there, I want to look like that. I want to be around turn this motherfucker up. Y'all hear, you know what I'm saying? I want to be that guy right there, and I feel like that's how I would be. Now, your first time headlining the show was at the Mayan.
Yeah.
And you said it felt like my first playoff game. Like I said, the sports reference.
Yeah.
Explain to us the feeling, because I can relate, but explain that for you.
Reflecting back, like it came at a very chaotic time because I flew from across the country to. I missed the show on tour. Shout out DJ Trapaholics because he filled in for me. Legendary DJ too, Trapaholics mixtapes. Yeah. But I flew in from, I think it was Boston, or I was all the way in the East Coast. Flew all the way back from the East Coast to LA for my headlining show. It was a big moment. Like it was like I feel like looking back, I didn't really know how big of a moment that was. Like to me, I treated it like. Yeah, like it was like just another game, but like it did feel like a playoff game where like you got to come and perform and you got to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, that was a great show, great night, legendary night. We handpicked the lineup too. Like if you look at that flyer, you know Bino and Blast was on that flyer. This was
shout out Bino, shout out Blast.
Doman, FIFA, N7 and PWAP, myself, and then all the like my set. Really was basically just me bringing out everybody that came to support me. Like I had everybody's music in there, so I'm like, fuck it, come and share the stage with me. So it was a lot of people that came out for me, and that came out as special guests for my set. Like Drago and Bino. Like I think that was a moment. It's a record that we did in Detroit called Swear to God. They performed that shit. You know, Conrad, One Take J, AZ Chike. It was a whole gang of, you know, just homies that really came to show love, and you know, we shared the stage together. It was a great night though. The Mine was,
and they some greats too. They some greats. Yeah. Let me ask you, was your heart beating out your chest before you stepped out there?
Definitely not.
Oh no, okay, all right. You say Aaron Rodgers out here.
It was like it was just. My phone was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was upstairs, downstairs. Yeah. Thankfully, I knew one of the security guards, and like you know, they was tripping over wristbands. You already know how rap. That backstage though was something else. It was
I can imagine.
It was a lot of different you know LA hoods in there. It was just some LA shit.
But the good thing is the growth of the music, because a lot of people are starting to look more so like, okay, this is business. We got to keep the streets away from the business, so we can appreciate that. Even like the situation with RJ and Greedo doing what they did.
Yeah, that was dope.
They had to keep it business, and that's how you're supposed to do it.
I mean, everything was smooth for real. Backstage was. It was a good vibe backstage. You know, my family was in the crowd. Yeah, that was a good show.
That's good. That's good. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned, because you know he about to do something else. Everything else he about to do is fire. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to them shows.
Bigger and better. I want to come even bigger and better than that.
Right.
I will come bigger and better than that.
Now, the Don't Come to LA shows.
Yeah.
How was that, putting that together, and even just the outcomes of those? You know, how great was you feeling about that?
Man, those were legendary shows when we really look back at it. I just spoke on one of like this wasn't officially a Don't Come to LA show, but we had a show at the Echo with Greedo, the Sting team, Desto Dub. You mentioned Desto Dub was part of that lineup. Gusto Lemerd, I know I'm probably missing a couple people.
Yeah, went to Crenshaw Gusto.
Okay, shout out Gusto. But yeah, so that first show was probably one of Greedo's like big LA shows too. Okay. I think 200, 300 capacity sold out.
Sold out shows.
But that kind of that was like the first time I think Vic and Jeff linked up on the show, and I DJ'd the show. And then from there, we just, you know, don't come to LA.
Now, speaking of, like, I'm out in Boston, I got to get to LA. Speaking of that aspect of it, being so busy, having to really travel and really make times, do you ever feel the pressure? Do you ever feel like you can't get enough sleep? You know, how do you keep yourself going throughout all that?
Nah, pressure, I feel like it be sometimes when I do be feeling pressure. But it's a different type of pressure. It's really like a personal pressure.
Okay.
Like just I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Okay.
To get shit done and get shit done the way I want it to get done.
Gotcha.
But nah, for the most part, man, the shows is just like I done had so much practice, I guess. I've treated a lot of the events coming up as practice, and a lot of the events have prepared me for those show moments as well. So shows is really just like game days. You just gotta come perform.
Facts. Hey, he said it. It's like game day. I feel you.
And some days, you do well. Some days you don't. But for the most part, like I'd say that I'm pretty, I'm pretty consistent. And
so what would you say? Speaking on the days that, is it that you feel like you didn't do well, or is it that you just feel like the whole situation
it could be anything, for real. Yeah. It could be anything. There's been days where I've had too much to drink.
Okay, that's definitely gonna affect the game. That for sure gonna affect the game right there.
There's been days where I forget to press play.
Oh my goodness.
A little bit of silence. But it's been days where it's just been all smooth. But
have you ever felt like, I forgot to play this song? I forgot to play that song.
Yeah, for sure. I remember being in Chicago and forgetting to play Polo G Pop Out.
Oh, man. Hey, no lie, though. Like, I be having these notes, and I be like, damn, I can't believe I forgot to ask the question. It was sitting right there in front of me.
It's all good. It be like that, though.
Yeah, for real. It's the craziest thing.
Shout out Chicago. That was a good show.
Shout out Chicago.
The House of Blues.
Yeah.
It's definitely been times like, I forget to play that. There's been times where I forget to play my own shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be playing my shit. Like, that's all I'm supposed to be playing, but nah.
Now, speaking on your versatility, you DJ produce rap. You also make Latin beats. You know what I'm saying? You work with FIFA. Along with whoever else I probably don't remember right now at this moment. But how much of that versatility has been a game changer, for you and your success?
I treat the production like I treat DJing. So like, I'm an open format DJ.
Okay.
I will say this: I don't really play no EDM music.
Okay.
But like, like hip hop, R&B, Spanish, maybe some slow jams, oldies. I guess barbecue backyard type music, old school shit like disco. Like I'm an open format DJ. I got all that shit in my Serato. I like to treat the production the same way. Like I'm not just gonna be over here making beats at 100 or 95 BPM or the West Coast tempo. I want to make that hit for LMA. I want to make that hit for Rihanna. I want to make that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you spoke on that.
Yeah, I want to make that. That Bad Bunny record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how do you make sure that you incorporate these skills, because that's a skill, to be able to make a trap beat and go ahead and make an R&B beat. You know what I'm saying? To be able to make a making love beat and go ahead and make a Latin beat. Yeah. How much have you practiced on honing in on that skill?
It just almost comes like how the DJ comes. Like DJing comes pretty naturally, and then understanding tempos is big for me. Just knowing like, okay, like R&B record, I might, depending on which feel I'm trying to give it, I could go here or here, or double time it, meaning make something at 160 BPM, but it's really 80 BPM when you divide it by two. It's simple math, but it's just tempo and feeling. And I feel like me understanding tempo and feeling, my strength is actually in the drums.
Okay.
Kicks and the 808s. It's just really a feeling too. A big part of music is just feeling that shit. Yeah.
How many beats would you say you knock out in a span of 2 or 3 hours?
2-3 hours. If I'm really locked in, I can make like 10. I'll probably finish 5 of them, but start 10. But my whole I guess creative process, it really varies. It depends if I'm by myself, I'm with an artist, I might be with another producer. And I've seen other producers work too, and how effective they like Southside, for instance. I seen them make like damn near 15 beats in 20 minutes.
Ooh-wee.
But it was just he had hella loops already just ready, and just laying drums, and just have 4 to 8 bars, and then just really just didn't arrange the beat. The beat was done. Once you already have the little 4 or 8 bar loop with everything in it, the beat is done. now come the arrangement, but
the mixing and all that.
Yeah, or just like, you know, the way you arrange the beat for the artist, or if the artist is with you, he'll be there to arrange it. But like, my approach to working is just, it really varies. Like yesterday, I was in the studio, just airdropped a beat from my phone, and
you got to work.
So
let me ask you this: if you could have it your way, every time you step in the studio, what's the typical setting that you want to keep you on the right?
Man, if I could have it my way,
We are okay. He gonna take it.
It would be like yesterday. Like I walked into an Encore in Burbank. You know, you got a big ass room with a really good engineer and you know, access to A, B, and C artists, and you know, you could have 4 producers cooking up at the same time. I just need that. I just need that studio time for sure. That big studio, big studio, a good engineer. You know, maybe some more help on the A&R department, so we could reach who we need to reach. But I guess more resources. But I have enough resources, and you know, I feel like I'm doing what I got to do with the resources I have.
Got you.
And I got a good team too behind me. So
you got to clap it up for having that team. You got to clap it up. We sitting like
Cash
many
22.
calls. Yeah, he right there, sitting back there. Rosecrans, Vic, Chris Nunez, along with a list of other people. Forgive me if I forgot y'all. It is no disrespect. Now, what does Cypress Moreno enjoy, or what type of artist does Cypress Moreno like to work with? When y'all go up in there, y'all locked in, what type of person does that artist have to be?
Artists that make me better, artists that critique me, artists that works hard, and an artist that pushes me. Because it'd be times where like I may be feeling a little unmotivated, or I'm at the studio and my laptop not out, and just an artist that's hungry. I'm still hungry too.
Now, you pride yourself on being a very honest person, you know, and I saw you and DJ Head talking about this, because DJ Head is known for being honest with you, regardless if you like it or not.
Shout out DJ Head.
Yeah, shout out DJ Head. Now, let me ask you this. Was there a point where it was kind of like your honesty was something that people just couldn't handle, and you know, because you can lose a relationship because it's like, look, I'm honest with you, this is whack, bro, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that. I think what I had to learn over the years is not what you say, but how you say it.
Okay, got you. 100%. Yeah.
So it's just communicate. It comes down to communication at the end of the day. Like I think like communication, honesty go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You're able to communicate or articulate what you're trying to get across, then it'd be easier for someone to understand what you're saying.
100%, because there's no confusion. I told you this is what needs to be done. I completely understand that. I completely understand that. Now, Catch-22, this is his label. You are 100% independent when it comes to this.
100%.
You are the A&R, you are the DJ, you are the artist. You have also thrown your own industry parties, release parties, music video, things of that nature. How important is it for you to be independent, and why do you feel like you want to be independent?
Right now, it's important to be independent because I'm still, I guess in a sense, I'm still proving myself. I'm still proving what I could do, what I can do. Like, this is everything that I'm doing and I could do. So yeah, independence is just, more leverage too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Owning your music.
You got way more
freedom. Just freedom. Like, you know, we could drop shit whenever we want. You know, we got videos ready to go. But yeah, just being able to move freely. Not being on other people's time, really.
That's the point.
I'm the type of person. I know I was late today, but
you good, bro.
Sorry for being late. But I really be on my own time. So I feel like being independent is just it. Right now, I'm able to move freely. I'm able to do what I want to do, and I'm doing it at my own pace. So
I understand that 100%. That freedom, man. You cannot take away that freedom. Is the best thing you can have.
Facts.
Now, Rapping. You got into the rapping now. DJing, producing, now you rapping.
No, I'm not rapping.
Oh, you not rapping?
I've made one song.
Oh, you made one song. Oh, word? I thought you was full on into rapping now.
Hell no. What the?
Damn. Okay. Well, my
But
bad
maybe
on
one
that.
day, shit, if like, you know, someone writes something for me, I'll be open
Oh,
to
you
it.
don't want to write nothing?
I'm gonna write some bullshit.
That's funny. That's funny as hell.
I made a song
Yeah.
in Finland, Helsinki, Finland.
Okay.
Whoever tracks that down, that's on them. That shit ain't never coming out. That shit was just.
He
me.
said it. Was you embarrassed if you listen to it again?
Hell yeah.
That's funny as hell.
But it was just on some like drunk shit. I made some friends over there, and they was like, "Rap? Why don't you rap?"
Yeah.
Just we just started freestyling some bullshit. And, but nah, I don't rap. It's been times when I'm in the studio and like I might suggest a bar or like someone's kind of stuck and I like just give them a word that rhymes. I don't know if you heard the song "Bag Right" by Bravo.
Bag Right by Bravo. I seen it. I didn't listen to it.
I shout out Bravo the Bag Chaser.
Yeah,
he
shout out
got
Bravo
one
the Bag
of the
Chaser.
hottest mixtapes out right now.
Yeah.
But when we was recording that song, I gave him a bar that he used.
Okay, you got
I'm not gonna say which bar, but it's a bar in there that he used for sure. But nah, I mean, as producers, we also get writers credit.
Right.
On the pub side sometimes. So. Nah, I don't rap and I don't plan to rap.
Yeah, he don't
shit,
rap.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one day.
I mean, y'all don't see why you wouldn't. You'd be up in there with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could see myself like ad-libbing or like, kind of like how Mustard be doing at the end of the tracks, like little bridges, little breaks. But nah, for the most part, like I'm more so on the sonics, on making sure, the kicks and the 808s, along with Chris be mixing and mastering basically all the shit that we put out. But yeah, I'm more big on like structure, arrangement. That's something that they actually taught us at in recording school. Like we was breaking down some of like some big hits. Look, here go 8-bar bridge, and this is what they did. They brought back the hook this way, or they doubled up the hook. Just arrangement and structure too. Like I'm really big on that.
Well, yeah, you have to be. Yeah,
if you hear like the new single with Draco, Up the Score, if you hear the way it came out in the studio versus the way it came out to the public, it's a lot of post production that was done on that.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap into Up the Score. It's for sure out on all platforms. Up the Score is going up right now. If you ain't heard it, you're probably living under a rock. You know what I mean? Now the first single you dropped out in 2020 March. Right before your birthday, the COVID shuts everything down. You know what I'm saying? So you said the game plan changed at that point in time. What did you have to do differently to make sure that everything still happened the best way it could happen in order to not have COVID just mess everything up?
Yeah, definitely just stayed positive because nobody knew what the fuck was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it took those away.
We had to stay positive and we just had to keep working. That's all we did. And during that COVID period, man, if it wasn't for COVID, my hard drive wouldn't look the way it looks right now. Man.
I know it made you go harder with the producing up.
It's some records in there that came out or that was created during that COVID period that is life-changing records. Like I know, like I got some hits. So yeah, like it was just COVID. I mean, shit, it really turned me up as a producer. I had some months where I look back and I'm like, damn, I made 100 songs in October. I made 40 songs in November. And shit, that's around Thanksgiving time. I'm looking back at when did I make this? Everything got its little time.
So you got hundreds up in the backpack somewhere, man. Hundreds. We gotta hear that. We gotta hear that. Hey man, y'all make sure he drop them. Y'all get on him in the comments and make sure he drop him. Yeah. Now you've got songs with Xxii, Bravo the Bag Chaser, as we said, N7, Pwop, Doman, Coyote, Maka, right?
Maka.
Yeah. There we go. Maka. You also dropped the Triple Threat EP with Chosen Few. Call Me with Kaylin For Real. Flexing with Kilio. And most recent, Up the Score, Draco, AD, and Big Sad, as we just said. How does it feel to be able to listen to this stuff, you know what I'm saying, and work with people of the high scales that you have been able to, and just knowing that that's my DNA right there?
Yeah, no, I feel good. it felt good like when you out and you hear it, or when like somebody
playing the radio.
Yeah, or like someone send you a video. Like I got like someone, one of the homies sent me a video. He was just like outside of his house, and there's a car passing by playing the shit.
Yeah,
shit like that. Where it's like, okay, and then you also see the numbers too, like. You know, you see the analytics and you see like, oh yeah, where your listeners is coming from, what cities is rocking with you. Like the Draco record I saw today actually before I came over here, like Seattle is one of my top 3 cities. I've been to Seattle a couple times. So like, yeah, I mean shit, it's just, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to see that like the music is like really resonating, marinating, or just, you know, it's aging well too.
Right.
Because it's still very new to a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it feels good to see them numbers hit like the 100,000 by Gas with Shoreline's about to hit 1 million on Spotify and like
Now let me ask you this: when you look back on the growth, you know what I'm saying, how far you've came to, like we said, people can hear your music on the street now. How grateful are you just for everything that you've been through to get to this level?
Very grateful. Yeah, very grateful. Man, it's been a long journey, but I feel like I'm just now getting started. But yeah, very grateful. Like,
how much more hungry are you? You know what I'm saying, to get to that top?
I'm very hungry. I'm starving.
That's the way to put it.
I'm hungry because it's getting closer. Like the food is almost it's like, you know, Thanksgiving. Like I feel like Thanksgiving, sometimes that meal it be taking a little longer than the other meals, but you smell it, you see it, you know, you see the turkey in the oven.
Yeah, you see it coming.
It's almost time to really eat that. You know, eat that plate. But I'm still very hungry.
Now the Cypress, Moreno and friends at the Globe Theater with Xxii, with Cvtch, Rucci, One Take Quan, Mike Sherm. How proud of you to know that, you know what I'm saying, you putting that together with your team and the outcome of it all.
See, that's just some regular shit. Like that.
Oh, really?
You know,
that was big to me.
That was just like, hey, I'm at the Globe tonight. What are you doing tonight? Pull up. Like even before that, we did that. Was it at the Globe? Yeah, at the Globe too, with Greedo, Shoreline. We did that, and that was like shit. I brought out, that was like 2-3 years ago. I brought out Kaylin, One Take J. This is all before they were signed.
Okay. You got to them early.
Yeah.
That set it up for the show.
That really set it up for the Mayan show. But yeah, like anytime, shit, man. That's just like, you know, it's beneficial for me as a DJ, and also puts them on stage in front of, you know, a sold out show, or it could be a festival. It's been festivals where I'm like, shit, I got like a quick little 5-10 minutes before they come on, and then, you know, Chike is here. Hey, Chike, let's do Burn Rubber right before, you know, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done, it's been plenty of shows like that where the homies have just, you know, show love, popped out, and vice versa. Like I done toured with not only just Shoreline, but like, you know, Chike, Jay, Rucci, Kaylin, shit, Z-Money.
Was the first tour with G Perico?
My first tour ever was with G Perico.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was. Where did y'all go?
We hit mostly West Coast, like you know, Seattle, Portland, New Mexico, I think, Utah. I think it was Utah. Yeah, Utah. I was in Utah. Like, hey, Denver, make some noise.
Oh no, he didn't do that. No,
I didn't do it. And then G was like, hold on. Everybody say fuck the DJ on 3.
Oh snap! Wait, how was that moment for you though, man? Like, oh shit.
That's Big Pun. You know, Big Pun. That's Big Pun about that moment. Nah, but look, that moment was me just I wasn't as comfortable on the mic, so Pun would always be on me like, you gotta be on the mic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set it up for G. So look, I'm on the mic and I see somebody with a Carmelo Anthony jersey and it says Denver on it. So I'm like, hey, Denver, man.
Hey, wait, what the crowd do though?
And we in Utah, they was not having it.
They was not like, fucking what?
And this is like a small little venue, intimate setting where it was just like, oh Oh shit! It was like it was really like that "Want to Get Away" commercial. Remember
man!
Remember that? Like, hey, Southwest, like, was it Chicago or New York or Margaret? And then somebody's like, "Hey, Chicago was last night." Like, oh fuck.
Now look, let me tell you something. Me calling you a rapper was that moment for me. I'm like, oh shit, I call this nigga a rapper. So that right there,
cool. I'm a rapper too.
No. So that right there,
I have recorded the song, so I'm a rapper.
So that right there, we can relate there. I ain't gotta cut that out. Y'all gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And but that's the thing though. A part of the process, you will be embarrassed from time to time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You gonna go through that, the dry moments. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I guess that's like the one time I've been booed, but it wasn't like a boo.
Yeah.
It was like oh yeah, he fucked up. kind of like, cause and then after the show, since it was intimate, it was like, you know, G just stayed to like, you know, fuck around with the fans, take pictures and shit. So I had to be there. I was like,
they like, look at this nigga right here. Y'all was we in Denver. The hell wrong with you? What?
We was actually in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh man, but shout out Salt Lake City.
That's where we hit like mostly the West Coast market on that G Perico tour. But no, I've been on plenty of tours with Shoreline, and then we done had so many people like that was also part of the tours, like from different states too, like Chicago. Z Money came on tour with us. Man Savage came on tour with us. Bang Gang Lonnie, he from Detroit, he came on tour with us. And yeah, like a whole. I'm probably leaving a couple of other artists out, but. I done toured with a lot of people, DJ for a lot of people and shit. So
when you get to looking at that crowd, man, because I guess one of the things about big crowds for me is like I wanted to play D1 football. I could have played D1 football, but I blew my situation. And just being in control of that big ass crowd. Yeah. You know, how proud of you of that, knowing that you're gonna go out there and rock the stage and just do your thing and make sure that they good.
It's cool. I feel like, you know, I've worked for all them moments, or like, you know.
Work for the moments. There you go.
All them moments that wasn't just handed. Like all them moments, like they was meant to happen. Like me being on stage and being comfortable enough to walk around stage in front of 5,000 people and you know, not really flinch. Like that was just a moment that I was just ready for. Like it just it'd be feeling natural. Like, you know, having a festival experience as well. Like festivals is different because they're huge stages. Now you're talking tens of thousands of people that can see you on like big ass screen. Even if you all the way in the back, they can hear you on the mic. You know what I'm saying? The sound and the quality is like, you know, flawless. So
does that get your blood pumping? Seeing so many people there, you like, oh, I'm ready to go. Like
sometimes, yeah. It really depends. Like it's been times where like I was able to do like, you know, my thing. Like I somewhat had my own set at Hard Summer.
Okay.
Because I think it was Polo G or Lil TJ he performed after us, but wasn't gonna make it. So the sound guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, there's 30 more minutes of just open time," and I was like,
ready to go.
I was like, throw my logo back up there. He already had my logo. Throw my logo back up there. Like it became a 30-minute Cypress set, and you know. The whole tent stayed, you know what I'm saying? It was just me just DJing,
and that's
regular
good
shit.
Because you was built up for that.
Yeah,
you was ready to go. You know, because a lot of people might not be ready to go. It might be, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Man, all them festival stages, man. I'm ready for that.
You ready for whatever that's going. Yeah. So you say you ready for whatever's gonna come your way. Yeah. Could you go and DJ for a whole bunch of 70-year-olds right now?
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't like the music I play.
You're going to have to tap into the 1960s on them. You had to do the whole situation. Now, this one
I'll
thing,
play DMX party up in here. They gonna turn that
facts.
DMX.
Well, rest in peace, DMX. You play DMX, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
You got to play the Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
You got
Gap Band, all that.
Yeah. You got.
I got a whole folder with all of that.
Yeah, you got to make sure.
I could do a little 30 minutes, a little 45 minutes.
Hey, so y'all heard it here. Y'all make sure y'all get him for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? All senior citizens, make sure y'all hit him up. He gonna need that bag, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let him know. You know what I mean? Now. Cypress Moreno, man, I want to clap it up for you first of all for everything that you've been through. I want to congratulate you for everything you're about to do, bro. I'm wishing you the best of luck.
Man, I really appreciate you. For real.
Hey, man, look, I still feel like I ain't asked enough, but you know what I'm saying.
Keep asking, man.
I mean, sure. My thing is, cause I'm still small. So I gotta take this home.
I'm still small too. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, bro. Hey, we on our way to the top. That's what we can say.
Sure.
Now I gotta take this home, upload it to my iPad. My iPad be acting like a little hoe, bro. So
that's all good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
so
we gonna get it.
So look. What I want to say is, bro, keep doing your thing.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm wishing
doing your thing.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, man, you look. We headed to the top.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We headed to the toppest flow, like my boy DJ say. I really appreciate you tapping in. I really appreciate you coming through.
Man. Thanks for making this happen.
Make sure y'all tap into that new single with Draco, with AD, and bang it. Run them numbers up.
Yeah.
Run them numbers up. You know what I'm saying? And look, we're gonna end it off like this. What is it that you're most appreciative of? And if you can think of it right now, what's the moment that you clap it up for yourself about?
Shit, most appreciative of, man, just setting goals and reaching them.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I think I'm just most appreciative of like the people I have around me.
Yeah, the team. Shout out the team.
Family, friends.
Yeah.
All the genuine relationships I have that I've maintained over the years, and appreciative of all the supporters too. I got a lot of supporters and a lot of fans, not just here, but like all over the world. It'd be people all over the world.
Ain't that crazy though?
It'd be people all over the world like buying a shirt that says my name on it. So like, very appreciative. Like just anybody that's rocking with me. Like I'm rocking with everybody that rocking with me. So I appreciate you for this motherfucking interview too.
Hey man, we gotta clap it up for that. You feel me? Look, y'all make sure y'all go and follow Cypress Moreno at Cypress Moreno on Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on SoundCloud. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on iTunes. He got stuff out everywhere. Also, wait a minute, before I forget about this, I almost forgot about it.
It's all good.
Now you started doing the blog, right? Where basically you recorded a 2-hour studio session, a 2-hour like 58-minute studio session. You were working with FIFA. One take Jay pulled up. It was you and
the Hive.
Yeah,
that was like I didn't even know what I was getting into that day. I couldn't fucking get the equipment to work.
Oh, you couldn't get the equipment to work that day?
No, we did, but like I was my own engineer, and I don't really be engineering.
So so the other DJ you was with, what is his name? I had this stuff on my notes. I can't.
Westside Web pulled up.
Westside Web. Okay,
yeah,
and about an hour and 5 minutes in, Westside Web, and you were working on some beat that was so fire. I'm like, when is this gonna come out? Who owns this beat? Where's the song at?
Ain't nobody hopped on that beat. I gotta look for that beat. Yeah,
man,
that was a hard beat though.
So hard.
That was a hard beat.
What?
Me and Web got so many beats. Shout out Westside Web. He one of my favorite producers too. He the homie, but he one of my favorite producers.
Y'all was going to work, bro. I mean, when that song dropped, I want to know about that song.
You just reminded me of that beat. I just gotta find that beat. Someone go hop on that beat.
Man, you just gotta go on YouTube and find it. It's an hour and 5 minutes in. That's when you start working on it. Now you were working with you and FIFA was up in there first. Okay, now that was that Latin situation we was talking about, producing that beat, working with them. And I know that's another big thing that's kind of like needs to be pushed out here. That I seem to hear you talk about that a lot. Just pushing that the Latin genre and making sure people hear the Latin side of rap and everything like that.
What FIFA's doing, it's ahead of his time. Like people don't understand what he's doing and his potential, and definitely don't understand what me and him got in the vault. But because that Latin scene, like he's doing it in a way that isn't being done. He's doing it. He's bilingual. Okay. He's very fluent in both. Yeah. Like if you listen to the songs, his main vocal is in Spanish, but his ad-libs may be in English, translating what he's saying. Like it's crazy.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah.
But jumping into the Latin market, like that is my way into the Latin market is working with somebody who's from South Central LA. He's from LA. He's 100% Salvadoran too. Okay. Just putting that flag behind us and then just get into it.
Yeah, and see that's dope. That like I said, to even possess that type of skill, to be open to that, because a lot of people are closed-minded to this type of stuff. Yeah. But you got to understand
other genres. I mean, if you look at the Latin market, they dominate.
I mean, shoot, all I know is really Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? And Cardi B.
I wouldn't even put her in that market. I'm talking the Bad Bunnies, the Ozunas. No. She is in that Latin market, but I'm like the Latin artist that is generating double Drake numbers, double big time streams. Like,
so how excited are you to be able to go ahead and make that push in that?
I feel like that's gonna happen, but I want it to happen with what I had with FIFA.
Got you.
Because I could see him in that light. Like I do see him in that light amongst those big Latinx, and yeah, and we doing like LA shit, but in Spanish too. So we staying true to who we are, and also just making good music for real.
How long have y'all had been actually like kind of crafting this and putting it together?
2018, I think. End of 2018. So we in 2021. Like the first song we ever did was a song that I put out with him. It's called Beber.
Beber, yeah.
It's just like a club friendly record. But yeah, but we got like 3 years of music. We've only had 3 songs that have came out. One actually hit LA radio. Shout out DJ Charisma, spun the record. But yeah, like that's a whole other. I'm excited about that. Like I'm excited about like the Latin shit I have. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about the stuff I have with Doman. He from Texas. The shit I got with Rucci. I'm excited about all this shit.
Because you know what, you are one of the rare people that can do it anywhere. You can make a LA beat, West Coast beat. You can make a South beat. You can make an East Coast beat.
Oh yeah,
and they
I got some shit that you know, took a trip to Atlanta. Was in the studio with a couple producers, changed my 808s, my hi-hats up a little, like
So you had to take notes from them, would you say?
I learned a lot just from being there. Like I already kind of knew how to, you know, knew their tempo and whatnot, but like just being in the studio and cooking up with a lot of producers from Atlanta, you know, like, and one thing also understanding different softwares, because I produce on Logic and Ableton. And a lot of the industry producers produce they use on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like Fruity Loops, you probably heard Fruity Loops.
I know Fruity Loops.
Or FL Studios.
Yeah.
Everybody in Atlanta is damn near on Fruity Loops. So like,
what? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fruity Loops is doing all that they doing?
Yeah, like been doing that.
Man, what?
So like it's like Soulja Boy cranked that.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm pretty sure he made that on Fruity Loops from like back in the day. But now everybody's still on Fruity Loops, FL Studios. Even out here in LA, like all the producers, homies crazy. That I know, they use FL Studios.
I thought Fruity Loops was like kind of like
a garage band.
Yeah, because I remember my cousin used to make beats on Fruity Loops. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just like the preschool of it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nah, shout out to I was in Atlanta with Flex on the beat. I don't know Flex on the beat, man. Flex go crazy.
Yeah,
like,
I heard of Flex on the beat.
He actually from Detroit, but he be back and forth. He be in Atlanta and shit.
Now you speak on Detroit a lot.
Yeah.
What is the relationship you got with these Detroit artists? Because I feel like that's something that you heavily favor. You know what I'm saying, with Detroit. What kind of relationships you got out there?
Really the relationship stems from Bang Gang Lonnie.
Okay.
Bang Gang Lonnie came on tour with us. I DJ'd for him on tour and shit, and he introduced me to a lot of these artists.
Okay.
And then Swear to God, there's a record I did with Drago and Bino. Swear to God, Shoreline Mafia, GT. My experience in Detroit was amazing. I had a great time. It was full of work. I was in the studio. I actually cooked up a beat in front of Helliva.
Okay, yeah.
Which was like, he was sitting down as I was cooking up and in control of the session. So it was, I was in his, in his city, cooking up with artists that, were from his city and shit. But
shout out to him for allowing you to do that too.
Yeah, shout out Helliva, man. Like great people. Always show love and shit. But nah, my experience in Detroit, my studio experience in Detroit, and like having the relationships with them people, and then like understanding Detroit culture, food, fashion, like all that shit, like that's some shit that like,
and that's
I fuck
deep.
with.
That's the deep that you said that, because in order for you to really make the music that they want to hear, you gotta understand it.
They some hustlers, but like they get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I went from my Red Bull show the next day, took a 7 a.m. flight. I was on the same flight as One Take J, Drago, Bino. We didn't know we was on the same flight because we had.
I also happened to be there. Yeah.
Because we had to get back on that Shoreline tour. So my way of celebrating that Red Bull show was hitting up the main spot where everybody get they Cartier frames from, you know, Hutch. That's like some Detroit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Detroit.
See, I'm not that fly yet, so I don't know.
No. But that was just my own personal token of celebration. Was I just had my first headlining show. Next day I'm in Detroit, sold out. And then, you know, that's Detroit culture right there. Hitting up Hutch's and throwing on, you know, a pair of Buffs or a pair of Woods.
Yeah, so was that where that Buff movie came from? Was that on Detroit? Was that?
I don't know.
Buff, because I know they had a whole movie about the Buffs. You know what I'm saying? You had these glasses on, that you was the guy. So when you're doing all this traveling, bro, you busy. A lot of people don't really understand really the time that is. You away from home, and you ain't really got it.
You in your own time, and you in different time zones too. You got to adjust to different time zones. It's the traveling. It's just something that, like, shit,
I just feel like that.
You just go with the flow. It's cool when you're traveling. You got your own, you know, your own hotel room. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, and all of it is funded. You know,
taken care of.
Yeah. But no, back on the Detroit artists, man. Detroit got like a whole movement.
Yeah, Detroit. Hey, man.
There's so much talent coming out of Detroit, and I got so much music with them because they be out here. They be out in LA. They be very connected with a lot of the people that I'm already connected with. 211. A lot of the people in Inglewood, VVS BZ. But yeah, there's like a really, really good energy and connection from LA to Detroit that I know I'm part of. I've been part of over the last 2-3 years, and shit, like, it's just albums worth of music, with a lot of artists. So many artists to name, but it all stems from my relationship with Bang Gang Lonnie.
Okay, shout out Bang Gang Lonnie. Now, it's very important to be the person who can cater to LA, who can cater to these many different cities and states, because this is how you stay relevant. For sure. You know what I'm saying? You might make something 2 years ago in LA, but you got something in Detroit that's gonna pop in the next 2 years. It's gonna keep you relevant. Now, when you think about just making sure that you keep the work ethic up, you know what I'm saying? When you're making these connections, how important is it for you to really hone in and make sure that you lock in with the culture? You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you lock in with the fashion and just knowing that even they lingo.
It's important. It's like you gotta you gotta do your homework. You gotta study. You know, you gotta respect what they bout too. Like it's two different worlds. The LA and Detroit shit, but I mean, I understand it. I've been there multiple times, and I know people that is, you know, official and super tapped in from over there. So I mean, shit, and we make great music to top it all off. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait
to see what they're gonna do with that now. Who was a producer or producers or DJs that Cypress Moreno is like, man, I look up to this dude, or, you know, I really like his get down?
It's so many, from like the older generation to the younger generation, but like, Dr. Dre, man, you see what he did. He built an empire.
Facts.
I feel like he the GOAT. And then like right now, I'd say like right now, you know, Hit Boy just won a couple of Grammys.
Shout out Hit Boy.
Shout out Hit Boy. I was in Atlanta with Webb and Sunny Digital.
Okay.
And, like, seeing how they move. Got a lot of respect for Sunny Digital. Who else? It's a lot of people I look up to. It's too many to name. But I guess the producers that produced on some of my favorite albums, like the documentary, had a lot of Scott Storch, Dre, Cool and Dre, fucking Get Rich or Die Trying to, even Irv Gotti. Like, it's so many producers. There's so many producers, executive producers that, like, I'm a DJ, so like I know all the music, and then as a kid I would always read the credits too, and then I would see it be like, you know.
I ain't never read them credits. That's crazy.
No. As a kid, like when you buy a CD, you open the little pamphlet and shit, read all the credits. It'll say Scott Storch and, you know, other names, everybody credited too. Okay. So, and I think that's a big part of the reason why I'm also big on collaborations, because I do collaborate with a lot of producers.
And see, that's good though, because them, like I said, them collaborations keep you relevant. and you get to learn from all these different people.
Most definitely.
So what can we look forward to in 2021 from Cypress Moreno? What you got coming for us?
Just more music, man. More Cypress, more music videos, and then just more growth.
The growth, that's the most important thing. You got to make sure you continuously growing if you want to stay relevant in the game.
Facts.
Now, it's Clapitup LA. It's your boy Cypress Moreno. It's J.Brock. Y'all make sure y'all tap into this video. Make sure y'all follow up, like, subscribe, support, do all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and don't forget you can always tap in and get your merch.
Get your merch.